Good morning, everyone. Hello. Hope you're well. Hope you are warm. Obviously, you're looking at me and you can't see the window outside. There's lots of fun snow coming down. I am a bit of those people that really enjoys the snow, even though it's a bit of an inconvenience and all of that good stuff. But at least it's a Sunday, and I'm looking forward to go out in the snow. Anyway, enough of that. So we'll do some yoga. So for those of you that haven't done one of my sessions before, so I'll give instructions, I'll demonstrate. Do take all of those instructions with guidance. If it doesn't feel right, don't force it. And if you need to stop, you can have a stop. So we'll start this session on hands and knees. So we'll come to an all fours position. So we've got the wrists roughly below the shoulders, knees below the hips. You can move the hands to be a bit more comfortable if you need to. And then from this position, we're just gently taking the bum back towards the heels, and then we'll move forwards again. So we'll continue this movement. And we can tie the breathing in with the movement, so you can inhale as we come forwards, as we bring the shoulders forwards, breathe out as we take the bum back down towards the heels. So if you do notice any discomfort in the wrists or the knees, then you can reduce that range of movement forwards and back. So maybe it's a shorter distance forwards and back. If you can, we'll just shuffle the fingertips a little bit further away in front, so you're walking the hands forwards just a little bit and continuing this movement. Inhale up and breathe out back down. Again, if you can, we'll just shuffle the fingertips a little bit further away, so we're working more towards an extended child's pose. Inhaling, coming up, breathing out back down. So the hips can move towards the mat as you come forwards, as long as that's not uncomfortable. And then we'll pause next time we're upright in our all fours position, and we'll bring the hands back, wrists under shoulders. Bring the legs together, so you've got the thighs together. And in a moment, with our breath, we'll allow the hips to move from one side back to center and then over to the other. So from all fours, we take a deep breath in, and then breathing out, allow the hips to come over to the right, keeping both knees on the mat, and then inhaling as you come to center, breathing out to the left, inhale center, and breathe out to the right. So again, we'll just continue this movement, inhaling up and breathing out down. So if you are doing this, or if you notice with the hands and knees that you do notice wrist pain, because it is quite common, you can do a lot of these on all fours positions with the forearms down. So you could, if you wanted to, you could pop the forearms down. So we can also do cat-cow from this position, but staying with the hands flat if you're comfortable with that. And then we'll come to a stop back to center. We'll take the legs, the knees a little bit wider, and then a few rounds of cat-cow from here. So we tip pelvis back arches, head drops. Tipping the pelvis forward, taking your gaze forward, and continuing this movement. And again, we can tie the breathing in with the movement. We can inhale as we tip the pelvis forward, take the gaze forward, breathe out as the back arches and the head drops. And then we'll come to a stop. We'll pop the forearms down onto the mat. And we'll do a twist from here. So we lift up the right arm, reach the right fingertips to the ceiling, reaching up, drawing your body into the twist, bring the right forearm down, and then to the left, reaching up, and then down, and once more on each side. So to the right, reach up through the right fingertips, and then coming back down, and then to the left, and then back down. We're going to stay on the forearms. From here, lift up the left leg and press into your left heel to extend that left leg long, and then bring the left knee towards your left arm. So it's not necessarily touching, you're coming as far forward as you're comfortable with, and then we'll extend the left leg again, left knee towards your left arm, and then extending, and then bring that left leg down onto the mat. And we'll do the same on the other side. So we'll lift up the right leg, press into the right heel, right knee towards your right arm, press into your right heel as you extend, bend the right leg, and then we'll do once more, pressing into the right heel, and then we'll pop that right leg down, walk the hands back up, pressing yourself up. From here, we'll bring the left foot forwards, and we've got the ankle further away from the knee so that we can bring the hips forwards to this position. So we're gently pressing the hips forwards, and you can feel a bit of stretch on this right thigh. Raise the arms, take the right hand to your left wrist if you can, and just gently leaning back, taking the gaze up to the ceiling. So it might just be a very small movement for you, but that's fine. And then from here, we're going to bring ourselves upright to start taking the arms out to the side and turning the body to the left. So the arms out to the side, reach through the fingertips. We're going to come back to center, raise the arms up. Right hand to that left wrist again, leaning back, gaze to ceiling. And then we bring ourselves upright, arms come out to the side as you turn to the left. And then coming back up, we'll do both of these movements once more. Raise the arms up, right hand, left wrist, leaning back. And then upright, arms come to the side as you turn to the left. And then come back to center, allow the arms to come down, switching legs. Left leg back, right foot forwards. And again, we'll just shuffle the right foot forwards a little bit, gently press the hips forwards, and it might only be a small movement for you. If you notice that when your hips come forwards, your knee goes ahead of your ankle, then bring that foot back a bit, so you want the knee roughly above the ankle. Raise the arms up, left hand, right wrist, lean back, gazing up. Bringing yourself back to your upright position, taking the arms out to the side as you turn to the right. And then coming back to center, raising the arms up, left hand, right wrist, leaning back, gazing up. And then taking the arms to the side as we turn again, turning to the right. Both of these movements, once more, back to center, raise the arms, left hand, right wrist, leaning back, gazing up. And then arms coming to the side as we turn to the right. And then bringing your arms by your side as you come back to facing forwards. We'll bring ourselves to hands and knees. So we're back to position, and then from here we'll come to downward dog. So we curl the toes under, press the bum back, allow the head to hang. Have a bit of a bend in the legs if you need it. And then if we can, we're going to walk the hands back to the feet. So we're bending over at the waist. And then when you're ready, we're going to inhale. As we come up, we take the arms to the side, we bring the hands together above the head, and then we breathe out as we come down and allow the arms to come down. Good, good. So if we come to feet hip width or a little bit wider than hip width, we'll just gently swing the arms through from one side to the other. And lifting the arms a bit higher, across the face, fingertips towards the ceiling. And then allow your arms to drop down. So we're going to step to the top of the mat and go through some standing postures. So we're going to be feet hip width. We are extending up tall. And as we extend up, so we're imagining something's attached to the crown of the head, drawing us up, just allowing the chin to drop slightly. And we're going to stride back with the right foot to come into warrior one. So we step back with the right foot, left leg is bent with the knee above the ankle, we raise the arms up. So we're hips, chest forwards, and then we're going to interlace the fingers behind our back. Draw the hands away. If you struggle to get the fingers interlaced, you can do hands to hips. And then we're bringing the chest forwards, allowing the head to hang. If you can, working the hands towards the ceiling. It just depends on how much flexibility you've got on your shoulders. And then releasing the hands, bringing yourself back up, raising the arms up. From here, we'll transition to warrior two. So your back foot, your right foot, just turn that out slightly so the toes are pointing more off to the side. We take the right arm behind, we're looking forwards over the left hand. And then from here, we're going to bring the left arm down on the inside of the left leg and bring the right arm round alongside your head. So chest sideways on, reaching through these fingertips to create this sensation of stretch up the right side of the body. We'll straighten the left leg, and as we do that, we're going to bring the left arm up. So we're back into an upright position, fingertips to the ceiling. From here, turning your left foot in so both toes are pointing in the same direction. And then we'll interlace the fingers behind the back. And again, we're drawing the hands away or hands to hips, bringing the chest forwards, bending over at the waist, head hanging, working hands towards the ceiling, steady breath. Release the hands as we bring ourselves upright, raising up, raise the arms up, fingertips to ceiling, back to warrior two. So we turn that left foot round again. Take the bend back in the left leg, look forwards over the left hand, right arm behind. We're going to bring the left arm down again, so it's inside of the left leg. Right arm comes round. If you struggle with this here, you can have forearm to thigh if you prefer. So as we did before, we're straightening this left leg, raising left arm up, fingertips to ceiling, turning that left foot again, interlacing the fingers behind the back. Draw the hands away, chest forwards, head hanging, working hands towards the ceiling, steady breath. Releasing the hands, bringing yourself upright, raising the arms up again, fingertips to ceiling, and then back to warrior two. From this position, we want to come into crescent lunge. So we want the hips, chest facing forwards, and we want this back heel off the mat. So I've got the ball of the foot and the toes of that right foot on the mat. I'm raising the arms up. We're going to bring the hands together in front of the chest. And we're going to twist to the left. So you're taking that right elbow across towards or onto that left thigh. If it doesn't reach, don't worry. If you can, right arm outside of your left leg as you reach left fingertips towards the ceiling. Coming up, facing forward. So we'll raise the arms up. And we're going to circle this right hand round to the back of the right leg. Gaze at your left hand as you raise your left hand up. And then we'll bring that right arm forwards again. So we've got both arms up, hips, chest forwards, and we'll do both of those movements once more. Hands together in front of the chest, twisting to the right arm across, outside of your left leg, coming back to center, raising the arms up, right arm behind. Staying in this position, I've just noticed that one of my cameras has gone off. And then we'll come. So we take both hands down, left foot to a downward dog, bring the shoulders forwards to plank, and then we're going to come all the way down onto the mat. So down to your front, arms by your side. So in a moment, we're going to do locust pose. So we're inhaling, lifting up off the mat, lifting chest, arms, and legs. So we take a breath in and out. We'll breathe in and then out. Inhaling, lifting chest, legs, reaching back through the fingertips, and then slowly back down. And then we'll inhale and lift, and then slowly down. And then we'll do that once more, inhaling and lifting, reaching back through your fingertips, pointing back through your toes, slowly back down. We'll press up to all fours. So we're going to come up to hands and knees. Taking your knees wide, toes towards each other, bum to heels, sliding the hands away. And then inhale, coming up. So keeping the arms straight, shoulders forwards, breathing out, back down. And if you just continue that movement, I'm just going to hop off the mat for a moment to make sure I don't get any other interruptions. So we'll continue that movement, inhaling up and exhaling down. And then we'll come to a stop. So we're on our all fours. Here we make our way back to downward dog. So we curl the toes under, press through the hands to press the bum to ceiling, head hanging. Walking hands back to your feet to come into a forward fold. So we're bending over at the waist, have a bit of bend in the legs if it's uncomfortable, and then inhaling up, hands together above your head, breathing out, coming down, and taking the arms down. And we'll run through that little sequence again, and we'll lead with the left side this time. So if we come to the top of the mat, feet are hip width, we're extending up, stride back with the left foot to warrior one, so stepping back, raising the arms up, hips chest forwards, feet are on those imaginary parallel tracks, so there's a clear gap between your feet. Interlacing the fingers behind your back, draw your hands away, lead with your chest forwards, head hanging, working hands to the ceiling. And we'll release the hands and come up, raising the arms up. From here, we'll transition to warrior two. So we turn that back foot out, take that left arm behind, look forwards over the right hand. Right leg is bent with the knee. And then so this right arm comes down the inside of the right leg, the left arm round alongside your head. From here, we straighten the right leg, bring ourselves up, raising the right arm up, fingertips to the ceiling. Turn the right foot in, so we're just repeating what we did last time. We'll interlace fingers behind the back, draw the hands away, chest forwards, head hanging, working hands towards the ceiling or hands to the hips if this is uncomfortable on the shoulders or if you struggle to reach. We'll release the hands, we'll come up, raising the arms up, fingertips to the ceiling, and then back to warrior two. So we turn that right foot around, take the bend back in the right leg, looking forwards over the right hand. And again, we bring the right arm down, left arm round, alongside the head. Starting to straighten the right leg as you raise up, raise the right arm up. Turn that right foot in, again, shuffling the right foot in, interlacing the fingers behind, draw the hands away, leading with the chest forwards, head hanging, hands to ceiling or hands to hips. Release the hands as we come back up, raising up, raise the arms up, and then back to warrior two. So we shuffle that right foot round, look forwards over the right hand. So from here, we'll come into lunge position. So we want to be facing the top of the mat, pivoting on the ball of the back foot. So you've got that left heel off the mat, raising the arms up. Hips, chest facing forwards. Bringing the hands together in front. So we twist to the right. So the left elbow goes across towards or onto the right thigh. Left arm outside of your right leg. Right fingertips reach towards the ceiling. Then we bring ourselves up facing forwards, raising the arms up. And we're going to circle this left hand round to the back of the left leg. Take your gaze to your right hand as you raise your right hand up. Hands together in front of your chest. Both of the movements once more. So the left elbow goes across. If you can, left arm outside of the right leg. Right fingertips reach up. Bringing yourself upright, facing forwards, raising the arms up. Circle the left hand round to the left leg. Looking at your right hand as you raise it up. From here, we make our way to downward dog. So we bring the left hand round, both hands down. You can come to all fours if it makes it a little bit easier. to transition to your downward dog. Bringing the shoulders forwards to come into a plank position, and then we'll come all the way down onto the mat. So knees down, bring the body down, arms by your side. Breath in and out, breathing in and out. Inhaling, lifting the chest, so reach back through the fingertips, point back through the toes, and slowly down. Inhaling and lifting, making sure we're not holding the breath, and back down. And in a moment, we're going to do that once more. Inhale and lift, and then down. And gently bringing yourself to hands and knees. So we come up to an all fours position. We're going to come back up to standing. So we'll come via downward dog. We curl the toes under, press the bum back. We walk the hands back to the feet. And we inhale up, hands together above the head. Breathe out, down, taking hands down. Hope you're all doing okay. So we'll do tree pose. We're going to do a little bit of a variation on the balance. So in a moment, we'll come into our tree pose. And then when we come out, if we can, we're going to bend the standing leg and bring the right leg or the leg onto the thigh. So it looks something like that, sideways on. If you struggle to do that, your other foot will come down. So do as best you can. So we're going to take the weight into the right leg. Left foot to your preferred position. So it might be the toes are on the mat or maybe a little bit higher up the leg. So fix the gaze, probably on your screen will be the easiest. Hands together. Fingertips up towards the ceiling. Separating so the arms are roughly parallel. We're going to bring, if we can, the right leg onto the left thigh. Bring the hands back down in front of the chest. And then we'll come back to our tree pose. So we straighten that right leg, left foot inside, reach the fingertips up. And then left foot comes down, bring your arms down. Take the weight into the left leg. Again, right foot, preferred position. It might be different on one side to the other. Fix the gaze, hands together, fingertips towards the ceiling, hands apart. So again, we bend the right leg onto the left leg that's bending, hands together. And then we'll come up, he says. So straighten the left leg, reach the fingertips up, and then right foot comes down as you bring your arms down. Good, good. So we'll make our way back down onto the mat towards finishing this session. So stand at the top of your mat, bring your hands together, take your hands up, fingertips to ceiling, folding forwards at your waist, coming down onto hands and knees. And we'll come to seated cross-legged. If sitting cross-legged, this isn't going to work for you, so I'm coming from the hips or the knees, you can have your legs out in front. If you come to either seated cross-legged or legs out in front and you find it difficult to sit upright, then that might be a cue for you to maybe next time have something to sit on, either a yoga block or a pillow or a cushion. So we place the hands on the knees, either the legs are crossed or they're out in front. We extend up. Bring the chest forwards, reach forwards with the fingertips to the ground, allow your head to hang. And if you're able from this position, we'll shuffle, walk fingertips away. Steady breath. And then walk. If you've got your legs crossed, we'll change the cross of the legs. Extend up, lead with the chest, reach forwards. Head hanging, walking the fingertips away, steady breath. Slowly coming back up, placing your right hand onto your left leg, raise your left arm up. So you reach up to the ceiling and then reach over to the right side. And then we come back up. So we'll switch. We take the left hand across, reach up through the right, fingertips reach over the top to the left side. We're going to do this once more on each side. So we come back to center, right hand across, reach up through the left fingertips, reach over the top. And then coming back up once more on the other side. So the left hand across, reaching up and over. And then coming back to center. From here, we'll come to lying down, legs bent, feet flat. So we're reaching down with the fingertips, catch the backs of the heels. We're going to allow, or take both legs over to the right side and just allowing them to stop wherever they want to stop. If you feel you need to adjust the position of the feet slightly, that's fine. Keeping the legs on the right, unless you need to come back. And as you're breathing out, you're imagining and feeling the body's releasing and relaxing into this twist position. And then with your next breath in, we'll inhale and bring the legs back to center. Breathe out, legs come to the left. Steady breath. And then inhale, center, and then gently from one side to the other. So the legs go back over to the right as you breathe out. Then when you're ready to inhale, they come back to center. Breathe out over to the left. Inhale, coming up. Exhale, back down. And then pausing next time you're back to center. From here, we'll take a little bit of time in a relaxation position. So if you're comfortable, we'll extend the legs long. Arms by your side, palms facing upwards, closing the eyes. When you're lying flat, if you do notice any discomfort in your lower back, you can take back to that previous position, so legs bent and feet flat. And you can have, if you want, you can have the feet wide on the mat, the knees can rest towards each other. But do take a moment to adjust your position to make sure that you feel comfortable. And then we'll take our attention to our breathing. So we can notice the feeling of the air in and out of your nostrils. We can notice the rise and fall of your chest and abdomen. So as best you can, just keeping your awareness on the breath. Imagine the body relaxing a little bit more with each breath out. Take some intentional deeper breaths, moving your fingers and your toes. When you're ready, we'll bend the legs again by getting the feet flat. Roll to one side so you can press yourself up to a seated position. Bring your hands together, close the eyes for a moment. So thank you all for joining this morning. I hope it's made a good start to your Sunday. Namaste. Good. I do hope you all enjoyed that. Thank you for joining in. Thank you to all of those that have donated. And also, I really, really do appreciate everybody that makes a page share. That helps to get other people to know about me, and hopefully other people can enjoy what I offer. Have a lovely Sunday, and I look forward to seeing you all next Sunday. Take care. Bye now.